I've been hearing quite a lot over the last few days about Nigel Farage's decision to resign as MP for Clacton in order to trigger a by-election. Here on the ground in Huntingdon, I've been hearing a very different story. I've been hearing people's frustrations, worries about the cost of living crisis, anger that the promises of Brexit haven't turned into reality. Even the present heatwave isn't helping. There's a sense that things aren't quite right, and it takes a few brave souls who join up the dots and say the heatwave is linked to climate change. In the middle of that, Farage's £5 million gift does seem a little bit strange. Stranger still that he's making such a fuss before the Parliamentary Commissioner for Standards reports. If he were convinced there were no wrongdoing, he'd be sitting back and waiting for the results, waiting to be vindicated. So one wonders what on earth is going on. The voters of Clacton suggestion is they'll vindicate him. How can they possibly do that without actually having all the evidence? That by-election is going to cost a lot of money. The suggestion is that it's going to be about £250,000. That's an awful lot of potholes. Reform have hinted that they might cover the cost of that, or Farage might cover the cost of that, which sounds great. I'm absolutely certain the district council will be as impartial as all our district councils in running elections, but Farage offering to pay for that does have the stench of buying an election, even though there's no chance of it being bought. And here in Huntingdonshire, we've got two by-elections going on at the moment, both triggered by Reform councillors resigning after being elected. That hardly sounds like people being committed to representing the voters of Huntingdonshire. In those two by-elections, I'd encourage people to vote Lib Dem rather than Reform. But we need to think very seriously about whose side Reform are on. Are they on the side of people who are struggling, or are they on the side of people who can mobilise huge donations and behave as if they're above the law?